It's Friday night, that means it's time for the Blue Brand, and tonight is the go-home show for Backlash. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling for your WWE Smackdown preview, and I'm actually beginning to feel bad for the people of Puerto Rico, because not only do they get one horrible show, they get two horrible shows in the space of about 24 hours. So tonight is the go-home show for Backlash, but honestly, I was looking at this Backlash card, and this doesn't even look like a pay-per-view, and I know it's not just all of a sudden this has happened, but it's been happening for a while now, and it's like, what is it with these really poor and weak WWE premium live event shows? I mean, a lot of these shows are garbage. How many times not only do you not get the world title on the line because Roman Reigns is never there, but you barely get the mid-card titles on the line either. Like tonight, there's no tag titles on the line, there's no Intercontinental Championship on the line, and there's no world title on the line. Back in the day, it would be extremely rare for a pay-per-view to happen without the major titles on the line. Like, the only way the major titles wouldn't be on the line would be if, like, the IC champ or a tag champ was part of, like, a big multi-man match that was featuring the World Championship. That's the only way you would get away without those titles being on the line. You always had those titles on the line. But now, you look at pay-per-views, and unless it's, like, the big ones, unless it's, like, WrestleMania or SummerSlam, a lot of these pay-per-views have like 2 or 3 titles on the line at most. And like, what is the excuse for Gunther not to be defending the IC title today? What is the excuse for this 6-man tag match happening and not a tag team title match? And I know people are going to say, well, we got the title match on SmackDown, but fuck SmackDown. It should be on the pay-per-view. I don't get it now. They're trying to put more title matches on SmackDown and make Raw and SmackDown feel more important. I noticed that with the Triple H era, but no, you should be reserving the belts, reserving the title matches for the premium live events. Make them feel special. And if you want to give us a bonus match for the title on Raw and SmackDown, then great. But they should not be the title matches on Raw and SmackDown should not be at the expense of the pay-per-views. It's ridiculous tomorrow night's card, man. You got, apart from Brock Lesnar, Cody Rhodes, like, what is there on this pay-per-view for anybody to care about? It's just a jobber fucking pay-per-view, man. And this is with both brands competing on the one pay-per-view. Could you imagine if they actually split it and they did a brand split? They did brand split pay-per-views again. Holy crap. Could you imagine how weak the card would be? But yeah, I just don't get that. It's a pay-per-view. Every title should be on the line. But anyway, let's not talk about Backlash. There'll be plenty of time to talk about Backlash tomorrow night. We need to talk about SmackDown, and this is the go-home show for Backlash. We're going to find out the go-home build for the pay-per-view, and we're also going to find out the fallout from the WWE draft. Now, this is supposed to be the last show before the draft comes into effect, so from Monday, that is when the draft is supposed to actually officially shake things up, and we're going to get the new rosters. But honestly, with Triple H announcing this new world title tournament, and you've got 6 people for SmackDown, 6 people for Raw, I just don't see how this is going to be the beginning of the brand split. In my opinion, the brand split is useless. It's not even going to be played out. And I think within the first couple of weeks, you're going to have Raw people on SmackDown and SmackDown people on Raw. And if this truly is the start of a brand split, then this is going to probably be the last we see of the Mysterio family feud. So why not have Rey Mysterio versus Dominic Mysterio tonight at Backlash without outside interference and just have a straight up wrestling match that they never got to have at WrestleMania? But again, we ain't going to get that. We're getting Bad Bunny, who nobody really cares about. People can say this is a major recording artist. He's the biggest recording artist on the planet. But, I mean, fact is, unless you watch WWE, you've never heard of Bad Bunny. I mean, the average, this is not a household name. This is a nobody. I think they're faking the numbers with this guy and his, self-proclaimed, I'm the best-selling artist in the world. I don't believe that for a fact. Anyone who's been the best-selling artist in the world has been known. They've been a megastar. You think of all the big names over the years that have been in the music industry. Literally no one has heard of Bad Bunny. If I didn't watch WWE, I would never have heard... The first time I heard of Bad Bunny is when he sung that song and Booker T was just standing there jacked. If he's such a mega star, then why has no one fucking heard of him? Why have we heard of... Well, how come we all know, like, these YouTubers like KSI and the Paul Brothers? We all know people like that. But we've never heard of Bad Bunny, who's supposedly, you know, above all of them, outselling everybody, got the most fans, got the most downloads. Nobody has a clue who he is. I'm not buying it. But Bad Bunny's here tonight. Will he get involved? I mean, who knows? Who cares? Cody Rhodes is also here tonight, but Brock Lesnar's not. We know what's going to happen. Cody Rhodes is going to come out and he's going to say, Puerto Rico, what do you want to talk about? I don't want to talk about nothing. Cody Rhodes, right? You are over fucking rated. Now, maybe you should have beat Roman Reigns, but it's basically the same shit with Cody Rhodes, and that ship has sailed, in my opinion. Now he just comes out and says, what do you want to talk about? I want to talk about how you've only been in the company 1 year, and already the run has gotten stale. The guy should have beat Roman Reigns, in my opinion, for the belt. He needs to mix it up a little bit. It's just the same garbage now, week in, week out. I know for a fact he's going to come out and ask the crowd, what do you want to talk about? And then say stuff about Brock Lesnar, and Brock Lesnar isn't even there to defend himself. So, yeah. I mean, if Cody Rhodes does go on to win this world title, he's not even going to feel like a real champion for the fact that he didn't beat Roman Reigns. It's as simple as that. With Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows taking on the Viking Raiders, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I actually predict Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows to win this match. Viking Raiders have been jobbed out now for months, and I don't see them turning it around here. The OC just recently got drafted to SmackDown, so I think the OC will win tonight. And I believe the Viking Raiders are going to Raw anyway, so yeah, I believe that the OC will win, considering this is now their home show. I think the Viking Raiders are going to Raw. I don't necessarily know, but again, the draft is not really important. It's not concrete. It's not finalised. For all we know, they could just end the draft tomorrow. It's not really, nothing set in stone here with WWE. We've got Nakamura versus Karrion Kross, so, I mean, this has to be like the worst feud ever. Nakamura comes back, wins a match, Kross is backstage. He picks a card up and it says Nakamura, so now he's going to come after Nakamura. Next week we don't see Nakamura, we just see Kross saying that he's coming after Nakamura. Then the following week we get Kross attack Nakamura from behind, backstage, gets pulled off him, and that's it. That's your feud, that's your match. I mean, seriously? Nakamura versus Karrion Kross. I mean, Nakamura probably doesn't even have a fucking clue why Karrion Kross is after him, but this is a match. This is like the end of this rivalry, because Nakamura is going to Raw on Monday. So, yeah, and this is not deemed important enough to be on the pay-per-view, so guess what? You're going to get the payoff on SmackDown tonight. And on Nakamura, this Kross guy, He has literally killed everybody he's come in with. He came in, feuded with Drew. Drew went from wrestling Roman Reigns for the title to just being in obscurity now. Where is Drew McIntyre? The last time we seen him, he was so embarrassed, he started blacking out all his pictures on Twitter. I mean, the guy's embarrassed. Then he fought Rey Mysterio. Done absolutely nothing for him. I mean, Rey Mysterio has been important, but it's not been because he's been feuding with Kross. It's been because of his inner family feud with Dominic and the Rey Mysterio family feud. So that's why Rey has been important and relevant over the past 6 months. It was nothing to do with the Kross feud. Then Kross had a feud with like Madcap Moss. And what did that get Madcap Moss to do? Ended up turning him heel. And now he's coming out with his girlfriend, and the two of them are just sitting there doing absolutely nothing. No character. He comes out, loses in 2 minutes. That's his new gimmick. His gimmick is being an actual jobber, and that's because he wrestled Karrion Kross. So again, what has Karrion Kross done since coming to SmackDown? He's done nothing. He has took Drew McIntyre out of the main event scene and put him into obscurity. I mean, it is what it is, and that's where Karrion Kross now is, and that's where he belongs. Oh, honestly, man, this guy was doing better. I know people ridiculed it, people bashed McMahon, people fucking said McMahon was this, McMahon was that, McMahon's out of touch, McMahon's old, McMahon should step away from the company, but, I mean, this guy was doing better when he came out on Raw with a gimp suit. Honestly, the guy felt more important on Raw. At least he picked up wins over Jeff Hardy and Keith Lee. I mean, what is he doing now on SmackDown? He's going to lose to Nakamura tonight, or at least he should lose to Nakamura. I'm predicting Nakamura to win. Like I said, I'm picking the OC to win. Bad Bunny's going to come out and speak Spanish. Who cares? Cody Rhodes going to come out and say, Puerto Rico, what do you want to talk about? I don't want talking. What I want to see personally is Brock Lesnar just come out and snap everybody on the roster. I mean, why don't they just team up Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley and legit put the belts on them, but have them come out and just like annihilate every fucker on this roster? Roman Reigns, you won't drop the belt, I'll just snap both your arms off and then you can't carry your belts. How about that? You know, that's what Brock Lesnar should do. But nah, we won't get that. I'm predicting Brock, by the way, to beat Cody at Backlash, by the way. Just putting that out there. But yeah, tonight's SmackDown, I can't say I'm impressed. Just really, really poor. Going into the final show before the pay-per-view, and again, we've got so many people that's not appearing. And Roman Reigns, we still haven't seen him. And I know he's on hiatus, but, I mean, come on. Where is this guy? They're going to do the same crap they do every week with the Bloodline. Paul Heyman's like, oh, your tribal chief loves you, Jay-So. And then when Jay-So walks out, you know, Heyman, and he's giving Solo Sikoa the eyes. Oh, look at that. Oh, we don't trust Jay-So. Jay-So's a letdown. I mean, what is this shit? Why doesn't Solo Sikoa just spike Paul Heyman there and then? I mean, Jay-So is supposed to be his brother, his blood. And he, you know, they're secretly betraying him. But it's right in front of Jay-So, and he can't even see it. So he must be dumb as fuck. He must. Well, I'll tell you what, his brother's girlfriend's dumb also, because she left the WWE to go to Impact Wrestling. So maybe the whole Uso family, maybe the Anoa family are dumb. But anyway, guys, that's it for your SmackDown preview. It was more of a rant than a preview, but I mean, what is there to talk about? We've got 2 throwaway matches that nobody cares for, and we're going to have a couple of promos that, again, nobody cares for. Go-home shows, I remember back in the day, go-home shows used to be like the best show you could get. You know, it was the best show that you would have, apart from like a non-pay-per-view, because they put a lot of build-up into the final show before the pay-per-view, because they wanted you to get excited. They need it. That was their last chance. That was their last chance to get you to buy the pay-per-view, to pay for the pay-per-view. So they had to make the go-home show good. Nowadays, they don't. They don't give a fuck. They know you've got the network. They know you're going to tune in and watch it anyway. The go-home show's shit. It's mainly just like advertisements and stuff. If they really cared, Brock Lesnar would be on the show tonight to interact and confront Cody Rhodes. But they don't care. Brock Lesnar won't be there. You know, this show doesn't matter. They know they're going to get their $2 million on Fox, and you're going to watch the network, and they've got the $9.99 in the bank anyway. So who gives a shit, guys? I'm signing out. Peace out for Fog Wrestling. Let me know your thoughts down below. I'll catch you in the next one.